Hello, my name is Anthony Shivkumar and welcome to the Vancouver SEO Expert video series. In today's episode, I want to talk about one of the most underestimated part or section of your website. And, it's the reason why I call it the most valued part of your website is because it is one part that is common to pretty much all the pages, and you can fill it with information and keywords, as you might want to call it, and yet it will not spoil the user experience of the user or the visitor who is on your website. And that one section is nothing but the footer. Now, if you look at, say, Amazon.com, or if you look at, say, Google.com or whatnot, in Amazon, the footer of their website has got all the companies that they own, and it basically is the section where you can put in all the necessary information of your company, such as all your products, the companies that you own, your privacy statement, the locations that you serve, it basically has a sitemap as well as the ownership of what that company is all about. And the same thing goes even for Adobe. They've got all their products, their community, their the blog section, all the applications that they have, and the products and services and features. Similarly, at ANTSAND, we've done the same thing, where we have towards the left-hand side of the website of the footer, we have all our products and services. Then we have the blog section, the community section, our open source projects. Then we have towards the right, we have all the locations we serve. And what does that really do in terms of SEO? The best part about it is that you can put in all the locations you serve. So when people are searching for, say a plumber near me, or an SEO service near me, Google will be able, or most search engines will be able to see, okay, where is that location on that page? And because the footer is common to pretty much all the pages, there's good chances that if you say you have a page on, if you're an exterior cleaner, for example, and you do window cleaning, and you don't put anywhere Vancouver, but your footer has all the locations you serve, then the search is able to figure out, okay, this particular service can also be served. This service also is going to work for Vancouver or this area. So you want to basically make sure the footer has all the critical information, that you really want to capture all the necessary keywords without making your page look a little too spammy. And that's why I really like the footer. I really put in a lot of effort to make the footer look, have all the necessary information, make it look elegant, so that it should not look, as if it's filled with, keywords. But so it's good. It's a good idea to make sure that it looks elegant, looks pretty. A lot of times I see people's footer and all they've got is copyright 2000 XYZ, and that's it, and the name of the company. You're pretty much wasting that real estate. That is the most valuable real estate, in my opinion, it's not the most visually or it's not the most viewed part of the website, but it is the section where it kind of completes your website. It kind of gives your whole web presence as if this is a legit website, in my opinion, at least. Like people scroll down and they look at that a blank footer, it's like, it's okay. But when you look at a footer that has all the information, it's got all the sitemap, it kind of builds trust, even though it subconsciously taps that mind. It's not necessarily that people are going to click on all those links, but it subconsciously conveys that this website is quite authoritative. It's quite they pretty much are leaders and they know what they're doing. So if you have not been able to showcase all your products and services, your community, your charity, or the locations you serve, and you do not know where to put it on your web page, if you have a doubt, always put it on the footer. The footer is that page where is that section of your website where you can pretty much be a little spammy, in the sense you can put a lot of keywords, but at the same time, it's not spammy because it's not really it's not obtrusive. It's not giving the users or visitors a bad experience because it's the footer. And the great part about a footer, it should be common to all your pages. It should be common to all your pages. And make sure that it looks elegant on mobile view, on tablet view, and on desktop view, so that on all three views, people can navigate the footer if they have to. Sometimes, the contact form cannot be very obvious on where the page is. So people might scroll right to the bottom and say, okay, where's the contact information? Where's the about us information? And the footer will basically be able to enlist all that information. So use the footer as a way to communicate to the general audience that this is what your company is all about without making it look too spammy. So if you really want to make your website, rank for a broader set of keywords, especially in location, if you serve the local community, local business, and you want to make sure that you have your location on all the pages without making it look spammy, the section on your page where you can do that is the footer. Do not underestimate that section, that real estate. Do not undervalue it, rather. Go out there and put in your products, your services in one part, like what we've done at ANTSAND. On the left, you can put in all the locations you serve. And then in the middle section, you can talk about the community you serve, the blogs you've written, the open source projects if you're in a software. We are a software company, so we have a lot of open source products. We also have platforms that we work with. We also have things like Marketplace. We have things like Styles, which is our open source project. We've got things like the masterclass where we teach people how to do things. So that's the section where you elaborate on all the parameters, the whole power of what your company is all about. All the assets can be basically displayed in that one section. If you found this video series simple and if you got a lot of information from it and you've not utilized your footer properly, I highly recommend you go make your footer a little bit more rich with data. My name is Anthony Shivkumar. I highly recommend you to subscribe to our video series at ANTSAND and go to blog.antsand.com and subscribe to our newsletter. It's filled with valuable information and news and blogs and videos and podcasts and whatnot. But go out there and subscribe, because we love to share information that we actually apply to our clients, and we also apply it, on our own application, and we're just sharing with you the necessary and pretty much the proven formulas that will work in 2019 and beyond. All right. So my name is Anthony Shivkumar, and thank you so much for listening to this video series.